the second reason why people gravitate toward an ET demon equation or conflation, marrying those two things to each other, is contactee messaging. I've mentioned this before, but when people are supposedly contacted by these aliens, again, what are they told? What's the messaging? Well, if you read the literature, and there's a lot of it, and a lot of academic discussion about contactee literature, believe it or not, you'll get stories like ETs are here because they're our earthly saviors. They're here to save us from ourselves, to solve all of our problems, to fix the environment, to fix human evil. Again, it takes on a very theological nature. Some will say that Jesus was one of them, or that they taught Jesus, or that they empowered Jesus. You'll also get talk about transhuman destiny, that, oh, we're here, we are the aliens, we're your saviors, we are here to make you divine. We are here to sort of propel you to the next level, the next stage of your own evolution, to make you as gods like we are. Because to us, that's what an ET would be. It would be like a godlike being. And so this is part of the messaging. ET actually claiming that we are here to make you like us. We are your gods. We are divine. We are more than you. And you can be like us. This is why we're here. Now, I would draw people's attention in this regard to the work of Bill Allner, who is no longer living. Bill was a good researcher, did a lot of work on UFO cults and the contactee era, really establishing, taking the time to go through the contactee literature and spelling it out in a very systematic way about what the messaging actually claimed. And one of the curiosities as a result of Bill's research is that it's often Christianity that's targeted. You won't really read much of anything, and you'd probably have to really, really look in a concerted way for a long time to find the alleged aliens talking about Islam this way. Christianity seems to be the target, redefining the gospel, redefining who Jesus is, redefining humanity's relationship to Jesus and to God. It's a pattern. There's a pattern focus in contactee messaging that, again, isn't very good and would naturally lead people to think that all this talk about extraterrestrials is really demonic. It's satanic. We're really talking about demons. Again, it's understandable why people would go there, and I think certainly the contactee messaging is theologically sinister. It is anti-Christian in many respects. But as far as the broader question, do we have to think about the question of extraterrestrial life as Christians through this lens, through the contactee movement, through the alien abduction phenomenon? Again, I don't think any of this has anything to do with real aliens, and so I don't. The extraterrestrial question, in my mind, is a lot like it was back in the early church, all the way up through the 19th century. The question of other worlds is on the table, and it doesn't harm the Christian message. It doesn't harm the Bible. If you're going to marry these other things to it, well, then you get a different result. But it's not necessary to do that. So even though a lot of Christians do, I would ask them, again, to reconsider. Think about the question in and of itself. And if we do have demonization, then we do have demonization in certain cases. But that shouldn't dictate and frame and guide the whole question of, are there extraterrestrials or not? Because if we ever find out there are, and they're not linkable to demons, then we have a problem. We've created a problem for ourselves in how we think about this. And that just doesn't need to be the case.